welcome to Paddleboard Yoga. My name is Whitney, I'm your instructor for today. So everyone, let's start in an easy seated position. Whatever feels more natural, more comfortable to you. Just be mindful of the center of your board, the sweet spot. It's usually where your handle is, so try to keep your weight centered there. You can bring your hands to your knees if that feels comfortable. And I invite you to close your eyes, settling into this moment, feeling the gentle rocking of the board and the water beneath you, and letting yourself ground down. Sit up tall, crown of the head reaching to the sky, and open your heart just a little bit. Taking some deep breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Trying not to change anything, just noticing where you are today. I invite you here to set an intention for your practice, an intention for your day. So that can be anything such as a mantra or an affirmation, or maybe today that feels like a prayer. When you feel ready, blink your eyes open. Inhale, circle the sun, arms reach up and come together at prayer at the top. Exhale as you draw your hands through heart center. One more time, just like that, scooping up all of this good energy. Inhale, rises you up. Exhale, take a quarter turn to the right, placing your right hand on the board behind you. Left hand to the knee. Sit up tall. On each exhale, you release a little more tension, and on each inhale, your spine grows a little bit longer. Maybe your gaze is peeking over the right shoulder. Try not to force anything, whatever feels comfortable to you this morning. On your next inhale, rise your arms up, circle the sun, come back through center. Exhale, hands come through heart. Inhale, circle the sun, arms reach up, scoop up. Exhale, take the turn to the left, right hand to left knee, left hand behind the base of the back. Take your twist. Inhale brings more fresh, new oxygen into the body. Exhale, twist you maybe a little further, peeking over your left shoulder. Try not to force anything here. Find your edge. Your next inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. Scoop it up. Exhale, hands float down to the mat in front of you. Walk your hands towards the front of your board and then melt your forehead down towards the board. Letting your head hang heavy here. Maybe it feels good to give a little rock back and forth, waking up your spine, feeling the movement of the water beneath you. On your next inhale, roll over your shins, coming onto your hands and knees in a tabletop position, moving slowly here. Now you want to make sure that your hips or your belly is right over your sweet spot, and maybe your knees and hands are a little closer to the rails, the outer edges of your board than you might normally be. On your next inhale, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone, cow pose as your belly drops. Exhale, tuck and round, cat pose, chin comes to chest and push away from the shoulders. Inhale through cow as your belly scoops down, gaze lifts up. Exhale, tuck and round, making your back a rainbow shape. 3 more movements matching your own breath with your own movement. Inhales take you through your cow pose with your belly dropped, and exhales take you through cat. Think angry cat on the back of the face. After your last round, meet back in tabletop position with a flat spine. One straight line from the crown to the tailbone. From here, inhale, right arm reaches forward, thumb faces up. Now, a couple of options. Option one is to step the left foot to the back of your board. Toes stay tucked, arms down to the board. Finding length all the way from your pinky finger through your heel. Option two is a little more of a challenge if you'd like to lift that heel in line with your hip, becoming one straight line. Core is engaged, belly is engaged. Think belly button coming up and behind the rib cage here. Beautiful. If you'd like to take it a little further, maybe your right hand reaches back and catches your left foot. Lots of balance, lots of strength. 2 breaths here. On your next exhale, gently release. Try not to slingshot that leg out. Right hand lowers down, right knee lowers down. From here, you can make sure to find your sweet spot. Make sure that you make any adjustments that you need. And then maybe take a few circles with your hips in one direction and then the other. Whatever feels good in your body. This is your practice, and I'm only here to serve as a guide. Once you've worked out any kinks that you might have, we'll move to the other side. So this time, left hand extends, thumb faces up towards the sky. Right foot steps back, toes stay tucked. So from here, begin to find your balance. Drishti is somewhere on the top of your board if that feels natural. If you're ready to take another option, lifting your right foot to hip height. One straight line from the pinky all the way to the heel. Core is engaged. If you'd like to take it even further for a balanced challenge, then reach left hand around to catch right foot, opening up your heart. Drishti shifts to the horizon. 2 breaths here. On your next exhale, gently release that foot. Left arm comes down, right knee comes down. Any wiggles are welcome here. Anything that feels good to release the low back, the spine, the neck. And then when you're ready, walk your handprints, one handprint out in front of you. Keep your fingers wide, pressing down through the webbing between your fingers. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. So notice that your downward dog might feel a little more wobbly on your board than it does on land. I know for me it's helpful to widen my feet just a bit, reaching towards the outer rails of your board. Go ahead here and take a slow pedal back and forth, waking up your hamstrings. Maybe shaking your head yes or no, releasing any tension in the back of the neck. Letting go of the jaw. Beautiful. From here, walk your feet in, one footprint each. And then walk your hands back towards your feet, meeting in a forward fold. Belly is to thigh. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine, crown reaches forward, shoulder blades squeeze together, beautiful. Exhale, tummy to thighs, head hangs heavy. Inhale, as you take your arms out to a capital T and circle the sun, rise all the way up, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Inhale, circles the sun, arms reach up, lift up. Imagine space between each and every vertebrae. Squeeze the glutes together, open your heart towards the sky for a little back bend. Inhale brings you back through center. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive forward, chest to thigh. Inhale lifts you halfway up. And then step your right foot to the back of your board, followed by the left. Trying to keep your center above the sweet spot, above that middle of the board for your high plank position. From your high plank position, option to take a Chaturanga Dandasana by bending the elbows at a 90-degree angle, squeezing them into side body halfway down. Inhale, roll over your toes, heart shines forward, upward facing dog or high cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips shift up and back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, look between your thumbs and step your right foot all the way to the top of your board between your fingers. Lower your back knee down and then toe heel your right foot a little more to the right. Maybe your left knee comes a little to the left. In paddleboard yoga, we think more of a train track stance so that the stance is a little wider. When you feel stable, inhale, arms rise up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Engage in your Mula Bandha, squeezing your inner thighs together. Stay for the inhale, grow tall through the fingertips, shoulders drop out of the ears. Exhale, cactus the arms, heart shines to the sky. Inhale, arms reach back up. Exhale, hands come to frame that front foot. From here, you can just go ahead and step right knee back to meet left. Perfect. Walk your hands, one hand print in front. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Beautiful control. 2 breaths here. Your choice to choose stillness, or maybe you rock your board side to side, feeling the engagement, feeling the challenge here. On your next inhale, left foot steps to the top of your board between your hands. Lower right knee all the way down and make those adjustments. So right knee wiggles out a little, maybe left foot moves to the left rail. When you have found your balance, core is engaged. Inhale, arms rise all the way up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Mula Bandha is engaged, feeling rootedness through your board. Let it be your anchor. Inhale, reaches your fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, cactus your elbows, shine your heart towards the heavens. Your next inhale rises you all the way back up. Exhale, hands come to frame the front foot. Left knee steps back to meet right. From here, kiss your toes together. Knees can go wide. Sink your hips towards your heels in child's pose. Arms extend out long and forehead rests on your board. Taking a moment to revisit your intention here, to ground back in. Two more breaths here. On your next inhale, meet back in tabletop position with your knees under your hips and your hands underneath of your shoulders. Remember that sweet spot is right underneath of the hips or the belly, giving you the most stability on your board. From here, tuck your toes, lift your hips. We'll meet back in downward facing dog, making any adjustments that feel right in your body. From your downward facing dog, walk your feet up towards the sweet spot. Slow and with control, and your hands walk back towards your feet here. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, chest comes to thighs. Let it go. Head hangs heavy. Inhale as your arms come out to a T and you circle the sun. Arms reach all the way up. Scoop up all of that good energy. Exhale, draw your hands into your heart space. Option to close your eyes here to revisit that intention. Maybe you place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on top of it. Notice how the board wobbles underneath of you, but you stay strong and you stay rooted. You are firm. Inhale as you open your eyes, circle the sun one last time. Reach up, scoop it up. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Anjali pose, mudra. I offer you to bow your chin towards your chest as I do the same. It is my belief that there is a divine light in each and every one of us. When you are in that place in you and I am in that place in me, we are sisters, we are one. From my heart to yours.